Women
We've had this
definitely need to
conversation.
take a shower
do you shave and
beforehand.
manscape?
God
Nick?
bless them.
See, you lucky. And yes, I do. But to answer your question, from my surveying, I believe there's about 80% of women that probably need assistance when it comes to female hygiene.
You got
And then there's this magnificent
That's a high
20% that have no smell.
I think
and
I'm
it's
part
fresh.
of the 2% because I definitely agree with
20,
Stephanie.
20, it's
No,
a 20.
I'm narrowing it down.
But even because
I'm at the top of that 20%.
and those are the keepers.
We up here with that 10%.
Those are the
And let me
keepers.
tell
Those
you-
are like, yo, fresh out, like
I'm
she
telling
in
you,
the
if
shower.
I
It
put
was
my-
amazing.
If I
Yes,
stick, if
that's me.
I could
That's
swirl
not
around,
normal.
Swirl
and
around.
like, it's gonna be a nice
That's
taste and
amazing.
everything.
Yeah.
That's amazing, but that's not normal.
Well, it's
I
normal for
think
me.
it's normal.
If you eat a lot of fruits.
Trust me.
It's normal for women
But I
like
guess
us
men would
who
know
are
better
aware
than
of
I
themselves.
would.
And this
A
is
lot
the
of women
thing.
aren't aware of themselves.
And maybe,
But you hear
present
this,
company
ladies?
excluded. We talk about this all the time. Do y'all know when y'all stinking up the room? Like,
I never stunk up a room.
Because, well, see, I said present
I
company.
already
is-
know that
You
I
see my
haven't.
shocked and appalled face?
But
that's the thing, because
but I
and
have
you're like-
smelled people stink up the room.
I have
before.
And it's like, it'd be
And
some
I've
of the
heard
most
stories about it.
beautiful women. You'd be like, yo, you're you. You got
I have a
teams
story
and
one
Right.
time.
stylists. And
This guy I know called me, told me he was having sex with a girl and the whole room smelled like sewage. That's what he said. He still
and,
did it.
but she be acting like she has no idea. I'm like, I
One time I
cannot
went-
be the only one
But
that
it's like when
smells
you're at
it.
the zoo and the elephant smell, you get used to it, and then
That's
after a
what
while
I'm-
you don't smell
that's
it
what,
anymore.
like, you don't. It's like the Martin joke when he be like, "That's you, that's you." You don't smell that. Like, it's really like
Yeah.
because in the like, I never want to embarrass anybody. Like, because I've been in long-term relationships with people that we had to sit down and be like, okay, we got to go figure this out. Like, and I want you to be the best you. Like, I'll go to the doctor with
Nah,
you.
that's
but-
a doctor
Nick, you might be giving
situation.
girls
I was
bacterial
just about
vaginal.
Now listen, she tried to come for him at the end right there. She was just a little bit out of pocket with the BV accusation. Now we're gonna circle back to that though, okay? But the first thing I noticed was the comments. The ladies in the comments, extremely furious with what Nick had to say. Now I think a lot of that is large in part to Nick's a man, and it's hard to hear that coming from a man. But the fact is, ladies, this is discussed in male spaces. Now, you're not in male spaces to hear this, but men often have these exact conversations. He is not making this up. So it's really nothing to be mad about here. This is the reality of men, okay? Now, I'm sure you have been around women who don't smell good, and they seem to be unaware of how they smell. Now, likewise, we have also been around men who don't smell good. Now, we're more direct. We will tell them, like, you can't be expecting to get women if you out here not taking care of yourself. So we're more direct than that. You understand? But a lot of you guys y'all move real subtly. Y'all not gonna really say that. You'll discuss that with your girls, like, girl, did you smell her when she got up? Or you guys know this is true. So you have to expect that men who get closer to women likely than you do would have a certain experience with them. So we should be able to hear each other and accept it. All right? Now, that being said, my message today is for men. We have to consider how much we contribute to that experience, okay? Now, I am not specifically talking about the men who don't take care of themselves hygienically, even though we know a lot of them are out there, but women shouldn't even be laying with y'all if you stinking. They should say no to that. Now, I know a lot of men have just gone through with it anyway, which is crazy that Nick even has these stories that they're saying they was doing it and it smelled like sewage. You shouldn't even have done it if the body don't smell good. You understand? But just the fact is, you should be being told no if you're not taking care of yourself as a man. So this is mainly for men who do take care of themselves. Just so you know, you could still pass on BV. Even if you're saying, well, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to be told that, because a lot of men are like, that's not right that she went straight to the BV thing. Well, we have to learn and accept that men can pass on BV. Now, because we don't have the symptoms, we can pass it on unknowingly. And we might think, well, that's some type of accusation that I'm out here doing something I shouldn't be doing. No, family. Actually, the head of your soldier is a mucous membrane, which means it's more absorbent than the rest of the areas on your body and skin. So certain soaps, certain body washes, lotions, cologne, synthetic lubes, condoms, all these things can penetrate the skin of your soldier. And so this can cause BV. Do you understand what I'm saying? So using those synthetic soaps can throw off a woman's pH balance and lead to yeast infections or BV. So we got to make sure that we know what products to use when taking care of ourselves. Now, women, they spent their whole lives taking care of themselves. Self-love is something that they talk about in their spaces all the time. They go to the spas, they go to all these places and get this maintenance. You understand? But a lot of times us men think it's pretty or sweet to do that. But fellas, it does not make you weak, so you must not neglect that time of self-care. Now, that being said, some of the products that we use for self-care may not be adequate for a woman's pH, so we have to know what products to use. We have to know how to take care of our body so that we can make sure that we are good for her body whenever we are relating. We're going to have to interact with her sexually, and we want to make sure that there's no negative effects from that, right? As a man, now, me having 2 wives, I always get asked this question. You know, do they get stuff because they both relating with the same man? No. The reason is I don't neglect maintenance. Now, have you ever heard a person say, well, I just got out of a relationship. Now I'm about to pour my time into myself, and I'm about to start working out again, and I'm about to get therapy, and I'm about to self-heal and become a better person. You ever hear this, right? Well, don't you know that neglect of self-love is probably why your relationship broke up anyway? If you had been doing this the whole time, you probably wouldn't have a bad relationship. You probably would have a healthy, harmonious relationship because you are not neglecting self-care and self-love. See, self-love is the best love because the better you love and care for yourself is the better you love and care for your partner. We all got to understand that we are balanced beings, so we can smell really good, but if we sit there long enough and neglect ourselves, we will begin to smell bad. You know the term walking around like your shit don't stink? We got to stop acting like our shit don't stink if we don't take care of ourselves, family. If you're not eating right, you don't have a proper diet, you're not using the proper hygienic things, you're not going to be the freshest that you can be. And you don't got to live in your ego on that. It's just learn how to maintain yourself. So just a little bit about me, okay? Here's one of the things that I use. This is a tea. Now, a scoop of this tea, I put it inside this little canister here, this little chamber here, drop that inside of my cup, and I sip on this tea. This tea helps to cleanse and regulate my body so that I'm perfectly balanced for when I interact with my wives. Here's another one. It's called Sit On It, okay? This is by Love Below. Amazing product, okay? This right here is a wash for that area. You understand? It keeps your pH balanced. It keeps you balanced, so it's better for her pH. So we just out here buying all these different types of soaps that smell good, not really thinking about what it would do to her body. Yeah, it smell good on us, but yo, if it ain't gonna do right for her body, you have to understand what you experiencing whenever you go and you're interacting with her. You understand? So she doesn't know what types of soaps and things that you're using, and you smell good, you look fresh, so how is she supposed to know? And then later on, she's paying for it because we neglected self-care. So we can't neglect self-care, family. That's a couple of things that I use. As a matter of fact, I know the owner of these products, and I told her I was going to talk about these products during this video while I enlighten men on self-care. And she said, you know what? If you encourage him to come to the website, I'll put the whole store on sale. So listen, guys, go get this stuff. I'm telling you, it's good for you and your partners. It's good for y'all overall self-care, y'all health. The link is www.lovebelow.biz. Okay? So I will post the link, but go there, family, and get your products today. Okay? Now, one thing I wanted to say too is they got a Keep It Fresh bundle, and that's the products that I'm talking to you about. Okay, they even have these capsules right here that they put in there called Throw That D. I'll let y'all go look that up, see if y'all want that product as well. But that does come in that bundle. But yeah, long story short, Kings, you cannot neglect self-care. You gotta always be manifesting and making yourself to be your greatest self, and that's whether you got a good partner, a bad partner, whether you're single. You must never stop doing that. You understand? And the more knowledge that you put in to learn how to better care for yourself is the farther that you go in life. Okay, the less mistakes that you make in life. So we got to make sure that we understand that. So let's not be offended by any of this information, but let's take and make it applicable so that we can make sure that we're doing our part to be healthier for our ladies. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to get out here and interact with the ladies, and we don't want to cause them any negative experiences from that. You understand? We know that we become one through that interaction, for it is sacred, right? So during that interaction, you're going to exchange fluids, which creates life, right? You're going to exchange energy, which can raise or lower her vibration. You're going to exchange DNA. You're going to exchange those not only the DNA, but those negative aspects of the body if they are there as well. So this is where you become one, where after this interaction, you can have internally what each other have, whether that's a disease or whatever that is. You understand, like you guys are communicating via biology. It's very important that you're not with somebody who is not taking care of themselves. Do you know what I mean? You don't want that. You heard your parents and grandparents say, be careful who you let braid your hair. Like, be careful who you sleep with. You understand that's gotta be worse. You understand? Just because somebody look good, just because they seem like they got it together, may not mean they got it together. They could be fresh, but using the wrong soaps and stuff like that. You understand? She could look good, but under all that beauty and makeup, and there's a smell, or there's even worse. You understand? So let's not neglect self-care. Always get therapy, okay? So always get healing. Seek to self-heal. Work on your body, work on your diet, work on being a better person, challenge yourself to have better morals, to have higher standards, and always be doing this. If you're doing this, then you'll be the best type of partner for your partner. And this is why I say self-love and self-care is the best love, because the better you love and care for yourself is the better you can love and care for your partner. Take heed, family. Peace.